Today we're going to be checking out one of the most highest anticipated up-and-coming areas near Boise, Idaho. We're going to be talking about 10 Mile Road in Meridian, Idaho. Guys, this building, we literally recorded a video 6 months in front of it where there was no land, it was just dirt and construction. It is the craziest thing, but they're bringing so much good stuff. You're going to absolutely love this video and everything that they have coming on 10 Mile Road in Meridian and the surrounding areas coming up. Let's dive in. Guys, welcome to or welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, make sure you guys do that as soon as possible. Maybe right this second, preferably, because you don't want to miss out on all the amazing videos we create. We're going to be covering 10 Mile Road, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Guys, I personally have moved to this area, and I'm telling you, it is one of the best decisions I ever made. They have the Costco that just got built not too long ago. They have a bunch of new construction coming up as far as homes, as far as commercial, as far as residential. I mean, anything you can possibly imagine, they're starting to develop on this road, and I can guarantee, mark my words, today when you're watching this video, it is going to become one of the best areas in the very near future here in the surrounding areas of Boise. So who am I and why am I telling you guys about this? Well, guys, I'm a realtor here in the local area in Boise and the surrounding areas, and I absolutely love making these videos for you guys. But as much as I love making these videos, I also love to help you guys who are getting ready to relocate or already live here with the purchase of real estate. You're going to see my contact information as far as my cell phone number as well as my email. Call me, text me, whatever you need, however you feel is the best for you to reach out to me. Pause the video if you need to and give me your full life situation, or give me a call and I'll hop on a call with you. We can kind of touch base as far as what you're looking for and how I can help you. Also, what I want to offer you guys, I have a Boise relocation guide, whether you're looking at Boise or the surrounding areas. Download our free relocation guide down below. It is going to tell you absolutely everything. We've had so many people tell me it is the best relocation guide they've seen so far. So make sure you guys check it out. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. So now let's talk about 10 Mile Road and what is coming for 10 Mile Road. Well, first off, guys, I told you, literally this building, for example, was 6 months ago, not even up and established. It was literally just a dirt lot. It was one of the craziest things. And now here it is, absolutely completely built out. They have some new stores going in. This one right here is actually a yogurt store. It's called Minchie's Frozen Yogurt. And then right next to it, they have a sushi and ramen store called Kenya. In front of me, if I was to turn the camera around, hold on. This building right here is actually a dental unit, and then they have a couple other stores in here as well. But it is an absolutely amazing thing to see how much they are building on 10 Mile. Now, I did mention they do have the Costco. Let's talk about some of the other things they just put in. The next thing I want to tell you guys about is going to be Shields. Shields was one of the biggest projects that they've put on 10 Mile Road in quite a while outside of Costco. Basically think of Dick's Sporting Goods and on crack. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's huge. You walk in, you have this huge Ferris wheel. It has absolutely everything and anything you can possibly think about. We actually made a TikTok video and it went absolutely insane. People loved what they saw. There's a Ferris wheel in there. You have a entire dining kind of area in there. They do chocolates, they have pizza and all the good stuff that you would probably want to go. But they also have jerky and just some of the craziest cool things. Now, the store itself, I told you, is comparable to Dick's Sporting Goods. You can kind of think of it as like a outdoors area where they have all the Nike stuff for outdoors. They have all the guns and hunting equipment, which, if you guys aren't familiar, Idaho is very gun friendly. So it's pretty common to see people conceal carry or even open carry here in the state of Idaho. It is very, 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 very extremely open as far as that goes. But outside of that, I also feel like that's probably a role that may also have a role to do with why Idaho is one of the safest places to live. More specifically, even 10 Mile Road, one of the safest areas to live, one of the most up and coming areas. And here's some of the things that you guys can kind of get excited about outside of Shields. They also have something called the Super Village that is going to be built. Now, the Super Village, if you can imagine a outdoor shopping mall with absolutely everything you can ever want. I'm talking about, you have your restaurants, you're gonna have your nice shopping areas, you're gonna have your Sephora, your Lululemon and all that, which I'm talking about these stores because it's actually currently at the other village that they have built. Now, the other village that's built right now is off of Eagle Road. Now, Eagle Road is one of the most common areas for people to drive. It's also the most congested. So if you're not a fan of traffic, Eagle Road is not your best friend, just to be honest with you guys. But it is one of those areas that people absolutely love because there is so much that they do year after year, every single year throughout the year. Event-wise, also just holiday celebration-wise, they always have holiday cheer going, whether it's Christmas, whether it's summertime, whether it's 4th of July, they always have something going on. Even for veterans, they'll place American flags all up and down the shopping mall, and it's just absolutely gorgeous as far as the entrance, the water fountain that they have. It plays shows, and it's just more so like a water show with some music. So nothing crazy, right? Don't get too imaginative, but they just do a lot of cool things, and that's why people love the Village so much. To include, during the winter, they actually will create an ice rink where kids and adults can ice skate just around the area, just in a little small ice rink that they create. But there also is a huge Christmas tree, the biggest Christmas tree you'll probably ever see outside of if you lived in California or something like that. I know Fashion Island does it big out there in California, and you know, New York and all those areas as well. So to the Village standards, it's just a huge Christmas tree, which is really awesome and it's super dope. But outside of that, I mean, it's just a great environment. People just love what they offer. People just love to go hang out there. And it's also very common to go check out the coffee stores there, to go check out their frozen yogurt stores, which we also have here. But to end my rant here, what I'm saying is they're actually gonna take what they did with the Village, create an even bigger one at scale here on 10 Mile Road as well, right off of Interstate 84, which Interstate 84 crosses through all the main cities as far as the Treasure Valley, as well as leading up to Mount Home, Twin Falls, all those areas as well down south. So super, super convenient location-wise, and it's just in a great area. I mean, when we're looking around, you can kind of see behind me there's going to be some residential houses, and then in front of me you have the main road, which is 10 Mile itself. So 10 Mile, you can see there's some traffic, there's people driving around and things, but it's not too crazy, it's not too hectic. During rush hour, there is going to be quite a bit of traffic. I mean, that 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. when school is getting out, you have 2 high schools nearby. You have Rocky High School, and then you also have Oahe High School, which is about 2 streets over. So you do get a little bit of traffic from there. And then you also have an elementary school nearby and some amazing parks nearby as well. So you do have to take into consideration all these different things. You also have 5 Mile Trail. So that's an amazing trail for you to take if you're someone that likes to walk the dogs or ride your bike and just enjoy a nice little walker trail ride. Those are gonna be super awesome. And these are all located on 10 miles. So everything I'm talking about is 10 mile specific, which is insane because we're literally having to dedicate an entire video to how much is being built and how much is being brought here. So in addition to everything we talked about, you also have some new storefronts that are coming as far as on the commercial side. So some of those things are like Chick-fil-A, which if you don't know what Chick-fil-A is, we have a problem. Just let me know, I'll take you there personally and we're gonna go enjoy a good chicken sandwich or something. Unless you're vegan, then unfortunately we can go enjoy a salad or something. Or you have Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros is one of the most popular coffee shops in the area. I mean, there is literally a Dutch Bros or Human Bean or one of those coffee shops every other street, every other block. It's crazy how much people drink coffee nowadays. But for me personally, I'm a Red Bull guy. I still enjoy Dutch Bros, so it is a huge plus. They also have a Cafe Rio that just opened up. They have a Blaze Pizza, which is a great pizza restaurant to check out. You customize your own pizza. We're not gonna get too much into it. I don't want you guys drooling during this entire video. Then you also have a groceries outlet, which is a grocery store. You have an Albertsons, which is another grocery store. And Albertsons, they actually have their local hub here as far as corporate and all that good stuff, which started in Boise. So tons of Albertsons in the area and close by. Then you're also gonna have a Cafe Zupas, you're gonna have a Starbucks. There's just so many different things that is currently here. And these are all things that are just now being built. So like I said, when I'm telling you it's up and coming, I mean, guys, it's up and coming and it's doing it fast, at a very fast rate. But not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people are aware that 10 Mile is growing at the pace it's growing and it's bringing the things that it's bringing. So this is why we're making the video today, because some of you have already been interested in Meridian, but you're kind of curious, like, what area do you want to live at? Is this a solid area? Now, speaking of areas, let's kind of talk a little bit about some upcoming things as far as on the commercial side. They have a huge 200-acre mixed-use project coming up. They're calling it the District at 10 Mile. Now, this is going to have a whole bunch of new shopping, new entertainment, retail stores, restaurants, movie theater, and even hotels. So it's going to be a huge, huge plot of land that they're just dedicating to all types of things that we need on this side of town, and it's already coming, so it's very, very soon going to be something that we can enjoy. Now, as far as housing goes, guys, I will 100% say there is a ton of townhomes being built. There's a ton of local residents being built as well. CBH is one of the builders out here. You're also going to have a couple streets down. You're going to have some familiar faces or familiar builders as well, kind of like Toll Brothers. You're also going to have Hayden Homes, which we've had the pleasure of working with both of them. I will say Hayden Homes I do like a little more than Toll Brothers, just because Toll Brothers, customer experience wise, in the past, they've had some bad communication. Now, I will say they do build some absolutely gorgeous homes though. They are one of the luxury builders here in the area. So outside of that, they have some great homes, but just a communication thing. Now, I will say Hayden Homes on the other end, great communication. They also have some great homes that they're building. Those aren't going to be on 10 Mile. These are going to be more so on Black Cat, which is one street over. However, on this side, you do have the CBH homes being built, and then there is so much more expansion. If you continue going south on 10 Mile, there's a bunch of homes being built down that way as well. More CBH homes, of course, but a lot more development and a lot more land that they plan on using for residential and commercial use in the future as well. Some of those neighborhoods are going to be the Gateway at 10 Mile project. This is going to bring 390 new homes, 4-story apartments, as well as 5 3-story 10-building, 3-story townhome buildings. In addition to those, they're going to have a mixed-use community. They're going to have a pickleball court as well as a dog park and so much more, to include a clubhouse and all that good stuff for that specific area. Then alongside, they're going to have 15 commercial buildings on site. They're going to be opening up a ton more homes by 2030 in the area as well. Just so you know, everything I'm talking about is either in the near future or going to be over the 5-year time span that they're going to continue to build. But this is just so much great stuff that they're building, and stuff that people are really excited about, and people that are looking for a way to live near Boise but away from Boise but still enjoy all the different things as far as entertainment, as far as cuisine and restaurants and all that good stuff, and shopping. 10 Mile is going to be it. Now, as far as single family homes, you're going to have the Memory Ranch subdivision, which is going to be is going to be built hopefully in the near couple of years. This is going to be off of 10 Mile in Hazel, and they're looking to potentially add another 240 homes to the area, as well as other Meridian communities along 10 Mile, which are expanding too. But we're basically anticipating that there's going to be thousands of new residents along this street alone. So it's going to be very jam-packed. Just to be blunt, it is already pretty busy as far as traffic goes, but it's only going to get busier. And for those of you that already live here or are already planning on living here in the near future, that just means it's going to allow for you to build equity. It's going to allow for a lot of different opportunities for you to grow as far as your family, set your roots, and just have some great access. Now let's talk about school districts. I know I mentioned some of the schools earlier, but this is going to be part of the West Ada County School District, which last year they did rank #1 as far as mathematics and English language arts for test scores in the state of Idaho. So huge plus here, which is why so many people are moving here as well. But in addition to, they have some great athletics. They have a ton of state championships and all that good stuff, depending on which school you're talking about, right? There are different high schools, there are different middle schools, and different elementaries, which are all in the near vicinity, which is also awesome. So it saves you a ton of time as far as commute, as far as your trip, and just planning around traffic from coming home from work and all that stuff that I know is a huge stressor. You just don't have to think about it as much. Also, another thing, with it being such a safer area, you also tend to see tons of kids do typically walk home. I mean, they're all walking with their friends, they're all on their skateboards, they're all on their bikes. Or, you know, when it's a little colder, you may not see that. So in addition to having kind of harsher weather in Idaho, right, you do have 4 seasons. Sometimes cold does get pretty damn cold. It does have snow, it does have ice. You will see that 10 Mile is usually one of the cleanest streets as a whole, because they do such a great job as far as making sure that this road is taken care of, as well as the interstate and all that good stuff. So you don't necessarily have to worry about the winter too much. Now, there may be some neighborhoods that don't get hit. Maybe they're a little newer, but they do typically like to hit the main roads before they get to the neighborhoods. So you may have to deal with snow and ice in your neighborhoods until they clear those out. But for the most part, 10 Mile is always super clean and always well taken care of, because of how much people are typically driving on the main road. So that's super awesome. Now, I know I'm talking a lot about people moving this area, but you're probably concerned as far as, all right, well, all these people are moving this way. How about the infrastructure as far as road improvements and things like that? Are we going to be able to sustain it, or is traffic just going to get absolutely diabolical? The good news is they are planning on widening a bunch of roads. They're already doing it with some. Now, I know I mentioned earlier that there's a ton of traffic already, but that may become a concern for a lot of people. But the good news is the reason why there's so much more traffic right now is because they're actually widening, not just on 10 Mile, but as well as Black Cap and some of the nearby areas as well. I've actually watched them expand some of the roads and widen them already. There's a lot of construction in the area. Although it is one of the more high traveled areas, they are continuously making it better. They are continuously adding infrastructure improvements to be able to sustain all the traffic that they plan on having here in the near future. So it's going to be super awesome to see kind of what they do. But just thinking forward, you don't have to worry too much about traffic, because they're already thinking about it, they're already progressing, and they are already making improvements to make sure that we can sustain a healthy level of traffic and not get absolute road rage just because we have to drive home every night. So guys, we've talked a lot about 10 Mile, so I'm gonna give you the opportunity once again to reach out to me. You'll see my personal cell phone as well as my email. And just to reiterate it, I am a licensed real estate agent here in the 10 Mile area, Meridian, Boise, and all of the surrounding areas as well. So if you're looking to purchase a home, making a move, let us be your guide. We would absolutely love to help you. Call me, text me, email me once again. And if you didn't already subscribe, make sure you guys do that and press the bell at the top of the screen here. because you'll get notified when we make more amazing videos about this. You'll get more insider tips about Boise, Meridian, 10 Mile, what's to come. But to wrap up the video, guys, 10 Mile is coming. It is going to be one of the most upcoming areas. It is one of the most anticipated areas, and not a lot of people know about it just yet. So this is just kind of from an insider looking in to help you guys who are getting ready to relocate this way, looking for a perfect area to grow your roots and be a part of some of the expansion that is coming to some of the surrounding areas of Boise. You're going to absolutely love this area. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Love you guys. See you guys on the next one.